and welcome back to the channel. My name is Drew and you're watching Drew the Theme Park Dude, and we're here today to talk about Halloween Fever 2020 complete maze details. And yeah, I'm going to be going every single maze, giving you a complete backstory, but keep in mind this is a Minecraft event hosted by me, I guess. I built all the mazes and it'll be like in a server, but without having to pay, the server is only going to be able to hold 5 people, just like a quick little FYI, so spots will fill up. You can just either comment down below your time, but you have to go into Discord to do it because that's how we're going to do all the audio and other type of stuff in there. So yeah, you have to join the Discord, which will be the first link down below, where they have more dates. I know every Friday in October, besides Halloween, every Friday in October is the event from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern. So he's starting this Friday, October 9th, all the way to October 30th, I believe, or 29th is Halloween Fever from 7 to 8 p.m. So yeah, basically what it is a kind of like Halloween Horror Nights traditional style. As you guys are seeing in this image, it says featuring Beetlejuice and Ghostbusters. Those are just 2 of the 7 mazes that will be open at the event. You can kind of see Ghostbusters if you look up to the right there. I do not want to give away any images. That's why you're going to be stuck with this one image, because I really do not want to spoil anything. I want to keep it like a big secret because I have some really cool secret stuff in there that are going to be really cool. So I do want to make a video going off every maze detail and more, and how to get in the event if you are interested. So yeah, make sure to go join the Discord. When you join the Discord, you're going to look into the announcements. You might have to scroll up a little bit, but you'll see one that says Halloween Fever 2020 details on times and more. You're going to click on it, and then you're going to pick which time you want. 1, 2, 3, or 4, or I think, 4 different times, I believe. You're going to go to Theme Park Talk, which is a channel. You're going to type in 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then that's how you do it. But real quick, you must have a Microsoft account to do it. And I'll add you on Microsoft, and then you join me. See, that's basically what it is. About the night before, I will DM you, and you must DM me back, before the event starts with your Microsoft username, so we can add each other, so then you can join me off my account. So yeah, no Java edition. Everything but Java will work. PS4, Switch, Xbox, mobile. So yes, if you're on mobile, you can play. So that's one good thing. Java edition, you can play on PC if you have the Windows edition. So that will be one thing that you can try out, or if you link it to a Microsoft account. So yeah, with out of the way, let's get into our 7 featured mazes and give complete details on them. We'll be doing that right up next. Start off the list, maze number 1 is Ghostbusters. This is a exact recreation of the maze at HHN 29 in Orlando, so you'll see every scene basically just recreated in Minecraft. So yeah, really not too much to say about that one. So you kind of know the story. It takes place basically the exact original movie. I might make a sequel house depending on, if I decide to do this next year. But Ghostbusters for you. Next up is The Curse of the Nether. The Curse of the Nether isn't a completely original house. It is definitely the smallest and probably less themed house of the entire event. I will be doing a complete refurb of the house before the event starts, though, because you guys are watching this on Tuesday and this Friday is the event. So sometime I'll be basically completely redoing the maze, because I kind of just put it in there. But the outside of the maze is really cool, like the facade. The story is, you go into this nether dungeon because you happen to walk in in a traditional Minecraft game, and instead of you be defeating the wither actually defeated you, and he trapped you in a dungeon. And yeah, your goal is to escape. So the whole part of the maze will be walking through the castle and the dungeon, coming encounter with a bunch of scenes, and basically it's completely original maze. So yeah, that is that for you. Next up is Stranger Things Season 1. This maze is basically similar to the either HHN Roblox Season 1 maze or the HHN 28 Stranger Things maze in Hollywood and Orlando. So yes, there are a few scene differences, a few extra scenes, a few less scenes. It is a complete IP maze, and it is definitely one of the big mazes. The 3 really big mazes, I would say, are Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, and Stranger Things, because they use a huge tent instead of a traditional little building that they're in. And the tents are basically these huge black buildings, but since they can be camouflaged at night. But the other ones are just kind of inside a smaller building for the originals. But yeah, we got Stranger Things for you. Number 4 is Spider's Web. Spider's Web is one of the newer mazes, and it is basically walking through, and there's these oversized kingdom of spiders. And this little boy goes in, and he notices it, and he runs home. So all the spiders chase him, and they invade his house. So your goal is you're like a family member or whatever, and your goal is to basically get out of the house before the spiders take over. And yeah, there's a lot of jump scares now, and that was definitely one of the scarier mazes, and it actually turned out really well. And it is actually one of my favorite originals, so yeah. Next up, we have Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This is the maze I'm currently working on and will probably finish. There's a tiny % chance I won't finish it by Friday, but there's like a 99% chance I will. That is the third IP maze of the event. And yeah, you're going through basically the HHN 29 maze. It's more like the HHN 28, Hollywood maze, I would say, more than the Orlando maze. That's probably the only one that's more like Hollywood. And yeah, the facade's a huge clown house, and it's really neat. And you walk in and you go through Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yeah, it's really cool. Next up, we have Beetlejuice. You're going to be walking through a completely scene-for-scene recreation of the 1980 movie. So yeah, you're going to have the Day-O scene. You're going to have the scene like where he says, "It's showtime." You're going to walk through the house, and your facade will be the Book of the Recently Deceased. It is one of my favorite, and the Sandworm is in there, because I gotta be original with this one IP. Since Universal Orlando was supposed to do it this year, I decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make some form of it. It is not my favorite maze, and it's not the best maze, but in my opinion, it's really cool. So, yeah, we got Beetlejuice. And, I think this is our final house. Yes, for our final house is Revenge of the Pumpkin Patch. This is the final original maze of the 3. And yeah, I'm going to go in depth. This one has a pretty depth story, so yeah. So you're a Minecraft player, and you stumble across a pumpkin patch. And it hasn't been touched in years, but there's been like a rumor that like there's these overrain of pumpkins. And they like come alive and they'll attack you. So you walk in, and then you notice there's another player named Steve, Minecraft guy, and he's in there as well with you. And the whole point, you're in there, and the pumpkins are coming out, and like, since like pumpkins you can use as a block, there's a lot of interactive stuff with that, which was really neat. They pop out at you, and there's a bunch of different stuff that comes out, comes in. Lots of lights in this one. This is definitely one of the more like flashy lights house. And yeah, there's a really cool scene in there with like this pumpkin king, and then you try to escape, and yeah, it's really neat. And yeah, you gotta see what happens. So yeah, those are your houses for this year. In addition to the houses, we have 9 photo ops, one for each haunted house, and then one for a very meme Halloween thing, and then one for at the entrance, which will be all available for you to take photos. A huge 2020 sign in the background, which is really cool because it will light up during the fireworks show, which is called Halloween Fever Fireworks of Mayhem, which will feature an intro scene, Ghostbusters, Stranger Things, and Killer Clowns segment. So yeah, and you will want to be in the Discord music channel for that, so you can hear all the audio and such. So yeah, we have that. We also have a tribute store, which is a lot smaller than I wished. But yeah, it's a tiny like little store that you can have just for like kind of fun. There's an observation tower that you can climb up to see the entire map from up there. It's really neat. We also have the museum, which will have a voting area where you can fill out a Google form. I will send through the Discord channel that everyone will be in. And we'll fill out the Google form, and at the end of the event, I will see which thing won each of the topics. I know one of the topics is best facade, best house, best scariest house, best tribute store item, scariest house, best character in a haunted house. And I think there's a couple more, but yeah, it's really neat. There's also going to be history of the event and how I decided to do the event. And yeah, there's also like a little area like where I have this guy named Jeff the Villager, and it's pretty funny with him up there. But yeah, if I had to say what is my favorite house, I would say Ghostbusters, because that house was the first one I built, and it by far is the most complex. And yeah, and also real quick, I know I spelled Ghostbusters wrong in the thumbnail. That was my bad. I shouldn't have done that, but hey, maybe it'll help me not get copyrighted. Okay, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please do a massive like and subscribe channel if you're brand new. We never get on because I just realized I spoke Ghostbusters wrong. Oh my gosh. Okay. Comment down below if that's a wrap to you. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys do want to come to Halloween Fever, and if you do, join the Discord. If you don't have Discord, you can kind of do it if you comment down below, but it'll be really hard. So yeah, you are required to have a Discord account. You can just make one for free. And if you're under 13, I'm not going to promote it just because you technically can't be, and I don't want to get my account terminated. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Have a great day, everyone. See ya. Bye.